I'm joined today by Tal the Traveler, as many of you may know him from social media, but we don't want to call you an influencer just yet. What did you say your title was?
I make videos to humanize people.
And your full name, not Tal the Traveler. Who are we sitting with today?
Tal Dorgaloni.
Dorgaloni. Interesting. And talk to me about your origin story. Where are you from? What brings you to Israel? Just so that the people know who's the guy behind Tal the Traveler.
Okay, so I was born and raised in Miami. My grandpa's from Iran. My grandma's from Iraq.
Wow.
That's my last name's Aloni because my grandpa escaped from Iran, came to Israel, lived on a kibbutz called Kibbutz Alonim, changed his last name to Aloni because of that. My dad's last name is Doric, so my parents hyphenated it, and now I'm Tal Doric Aloni.
Nice. Very cool.
So I'm born and raised in Miami Beach, Florida, and now I live in Israel, but it's a long story about how I made it here.
Yeah, I have so many questions of how you get here, but just a little disclaimer also for our viewers at home. 101K on Instagram, 70.4K on TikTok, with your highest video reaching 5 million views. That's not too shabby. That's pretty impressive. So you obviously have a very, potent presence on social media. How did you get into social media? What were the types of videos that I guess you were making from the beginning?
So I actually was never expecting to live in Israel, make videos about Israel, life in Israel. Like, that was never my plan.
Yeah.
Actually, it started all when I was supposed to go to study in an Ivy League school, supposed to start in college. I grew up in Miami. I went to private school. Life was normal. And I was sitting in high school, not sure where I was going to apply to study for university. And instead of going to college right away, I convinced my parents to let me go travel the world. Now, anyone wants to go travel the world, see the world. I had no idea what that meant. Pack a backpack, go see the world. I had no idea where to start. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I said, okay, I'm going to go travel for a couple months. Then I'll go study in college in America.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
There's actually a really big culture in Israel of traveling, like a tiyul chetzava, like the trip that you do after your military service. And there's a really big community, and so I guess you can call it guidance. You were just out there on your own, doing your own thing.
So I was 17 years old, and 1 week after graduating high school, instead of going to college, I decided to make a challenge to travel the world, the whole world, without a single dollar.
Wow.
Not for food, not for sleep, not for a ride, nothing. Every single thing I needed to get for 2 years to survive had to be by one thing, by making content with this phone. I found myself in the south of France going to rent a scooter, and then when I asked him how much it was, he told me it was 80 euros, and it was my 18th birthday, and I told him I'll give him 70 euros. And he told me, no, 80 euros. And I told him, look, I have a camera, can you give me a discount? And he told me, actually, like, if you can make me a nice video, I'll give it to you for free.
Wow.
I said, okay, great, I'll make you a nice video. And I went, I rode the motorbike, it was great, I had the best day of my life, best birthday. And the next day I went to the shop next to him. And I offered the same thing.
You did the same thing.
And the next day, the same thing. And this journey took me across countries I never planned to visit.
How many?
Nearly 50 countries. I traveled with no money. From Pakistan to Mauritania in West Africa to Oman, through skateboarding through Jordan with no money, to living with Bedouins in Egypt, to rural Indonesia. Now, everyone can go travel the world and see the world and book a flight to Africa or anywhere they want to visit. But when I traveled, I actually met people